Live. We live. Being live, y'all, is not easy. I'm telling you. What's up? What's up? Um, I have a shadow on my face. That's the thing. Let me see if I can move up and get rid of this shadow. Shit. That's better. Or is it? What up, guys? King here. Welcome to the Vault 500 Day 38. It's Tech Tuesday, y'all. My favorite day, actually. Tech Tuesday. I think I'm gonna focus on a lot of AI technology and other future technologies. But I decided today, and I was thinking about it. I'm really gonna focus a lot on AI for Tech Tuesday because there's so many like new and different innovations. Like this sun is like, yeah, it's not good. Let me see. Let's see if we could. Let's see if we could get this right here. Um, yeah. Um, yeah. Sorry, guys. The sun is beaming today, and it's not cooperating. Sun is not cooperating today, guys. But looks like. Let me try this way. Yeah, so I'm outside, so um, getting this thing right is it's not easy. See, I'm on my terrace. I don't know if you guys can see that. Wait, let me see. I'll change it for a second. See, I'm on my terrace. I'm in NYC. So you can see this is the view from my terrace here. I'm in New York City. Appreciate you guys for tapping in. You see, let me see if you can see the Empire State Building. No, not the Empire State Building, but World Trade Center. But let me see. Can you see it? Maybe. Anyway, what up, guys? Welcome to the Vault 500. Appreciate you guys for tapping in. I'm here on my terrace. This is where I film now. You know, I used to film the Vault 500 during my walk, but I changed. So here, it's a little view right there. It's a beautiful, beautiful day out here. You know, it's a beautiful day. But yeah, so let's get started. The sun was bothering me a little bit, so I'm trying to position myself here so I can kind of get this sun out my face. Looks like it's going down a bit now, so looks like it's going down a little bit. There's a shadow on my face I'm trying to get rid of. It's annoying. All right. All right, that's good. What's up, guys? The Vault 500, Day 38, Tech Tuesday. And it's my favorite day because I get to talk about technology and my favorite thing to talk about. So, yeah, like what I was saying was I'm going to start focusing Tech Tuesday on a lot of new AI technologies and a lot of other innovations. I'm gonna stay away from like new phones and new other technology like that because you can kind of see that stuff anywhere. But yeah, so I'm gonna start focusing on AI technology because there's so many different things that's happening right now with AI, and there's so many different areas that AI is transforming. Like for example, now you have AI wearables. Where you can put on a device and AI is gonna give you a lot of health information, and then you have AI like what we're gonna talk about today. I'm telling you guys, like you guys that are watching, learn AI. Like a lot of the stuff is free right now, and I don't really know how long like these websites and stuff are gonna be free. So, take advantage of it while they're free and learn how to use these technologies. Because like what I'm gonna talk about today is a tamale restaurant, just a restaurant. They used AI and they ended up going viral. So there's a lot of different ways that you can use AI. Even a small tamale restaurant used AI to go viral, and it increased business. Their video got viewed millions of times, and when I look at something like that, I think of it as a side hustle, right? You could start your own AI agency, and you could create commercials. There's a lot of people that are never gonna learn how to use AI. There's millions of people that are never gonna learn, that are never gonna go to an AI website. There's millions of people that are never gonna learn. Look how many people weren't using Spotify and Apple Music for years. It took people years to get up just to get to learn how to use Spotify and Apple Music to play music. And some people are still playing music on CDs. Like a lot of older people are still using CDs to play music, right? So imagine how long it's going to take people to learn AI. So if you get on AI early, you can start businesses, you can start hustles. Like I'm talking about today. You know what? Let's just get into it. And so there's this restaurant, and they used AI to create a commercial. And the commercial, let's see right here. It was a 46-second social media spot that they created using AI, and it was viewed more than 22 million times. And it has over 1.2 million likes. Even some celebrities chimed in and left some comments on it. And it's the kind of advertising win that once the sole purview of the marketing agencies or established influencers, but it's now possible for anyone with access to AI chatbot, blah, 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 right? So this restaurant used AI to create a commercial, and the commercial went viral. They posted it on social media. The commercial went viral, and they got a ton of business from it. And also they got some celebrity cosigns. Some celebrities left some comments. Now, you as a person or me just looking in at that's a business right there. Not a business, that's a marketing agency that someone can start with no experience. You can just create commercials for small businesses, and you can charge them a fee. And all you would have to do was start locally for small businesses and that are looking for some help marketing, probably, businesses that aren't doing too well. And you create AI commercials for them. And you can get creative with it. The commercial wasn't even that great. The guy said he created it in 10 minutes and it got all of this attention. 22 million people viewed the commercial, and it took him 10 minutes to make, and it probably barely cost him anything. You know what I mean? So that's a job. That's a company that you can start on your own, a AI agency creating TV commercials for small businesses. You know what I mean? And once you lock in a lot of small businesses, you get better creating commercials. It could lead to major corporations. It could lead to a major, other major things going on, right? So, that being said, let's get into the business feature for today. Uh, Kimberly Bryant, Black Girls Code. Let's see. Uh, let's get into some information about her, right? She's transforming the future of STEM with Black Girls Code. And okay, so you know the technology field has always been pretty much dominated by men. And you know, just going back to a little bit what we were talking about yesterday, um, when it comes to being able to recognize patterns. This young lady, Kimberly Bryant, recognized that there was a need for more women in technology. And then on top of that, there was another need of more African American women in coding. So she created Black Girls Code. Now, like what I was talking about yesterday with Sheila Johnson was when she created BET with her husband Bob Johnson, they saw that there was a need for black television in the 1980s. There was no black television network. So again, we see this ongoing topic of people recognizing issues and then creating companies to try to solve those issues. And regardless of what business you're in, you can kind of learn from that and say like, okay, this is how you recognize trends, create businesses that are needed as opposed to just creating another restaurant when they have a bunch of restaurants. You know, you do have restaurants that are doing well, McDonald's and stuff like that, all these fast food chains that you can invest in. But more uniquely, you can fill in a void where there's an actual need for you, for your services or for your business, right? And that's an ongoing thing that we've seen with Sheila Johnson, with this young lady today, Kimberly Bryant. She saw that there was a need, right? So let's go back. So she's a tech entrepreneur and she's an electrical engineer. And she's the founder of Black Girls Code, right? And she went to Vanderbilt University. And let's see. Okay, in 2011, Kimberly founded Black Girls Code, an organization dedicated to introducing girls of color to the field of technology and computer science with a concentration on African American girls. The organization's mission is to provide African American girls with the opportunity to learn coding, robotics, and other STEM related topics. Just to let you guys know, if you guys are interested in coding or teaching, there's a big need for STEM teachers in high schools right now. So if you know, I live in New York, so everything that I talk about is really based in New York, especially with education. But I'm sure that the need is throughout the country as far as STEM teachers is concerned, because there's always a lack of teachers. No matter where you go, there's always, you know, some sort of lack of teachers. All right, so let's keep it moving. She noticed working as an engineer that there was a lack of diversity in the industry and a lack of representation for African Americans, especially women. She soon realized the only way to change this was to start at the source by providing young girls of color with access to STEM education. So again, there is that need that she recognized, and she started a company that is going to help fulfill that need. She saw that there was a lack of women in technology, and then on top of that, she saw that there was a lack of young black girls in technology. So her company was helping young black girls get educated on STEM, and then bring more young black girls into the workforce where there was a lack of diversity, right? So she saw that there was a lack of black girls, and she saw that she could make a long lasting change by creating a company and helping young girls get into STEM. So let's keep it moving. Okay, so since she's created the company, the organization has engaged in over 90,000 girls in coding and other STEM related activities, and its programs have been implemented in over 20 cities, the U.S. abroad. Through its programs and resources, Black Girls Code has had an invaluable impact on the lives of participants, inspiring and empowering them to reach the full potential. Okay, so you see, 90,000 girls, that's a big movement, and she saw the void and she filled it. You know, she made a big impact, and now there's going to be a lot more young girls that are interested in STEM because they're being given this opportunity through her organization. All right, so let's keep it moving. Okay. Um, Here's a success story from her school. There are countless success stories in young girls. One of the most inspiring stories that a 16-year-old girl, Kiera Dominguez, who was inspired to pursue a career in engineering after attending a Black Girls Code event. She has since gone on to become the organization's youth ambassador and is pursuing a degree in electrical engineering. So my dog is going crazy. That's the problem with live television, right? Teddy, relax. I'm live right now. All right, so her organization has a ton of young girls that it helped, and this young lady is even pursuing a degree in electrical engineering because of the company. So again, we're talking about Kimberly Bryant of Black Girls Code. She created an organization that helps young girls get into coding, and she's can y'all hear that barking? This is not cool. So she created an organization that helps young girls get into coding, and it worked very well. Over 90,000 girls have been educated towards STEM, and some are even pursuing college degrees in engineering and etc. So going back to what I was talking about, and even yesterday, Sheila Johnson, she recognized there was an opportunity because she saw that there was an issue with the diversity in technology. So she decided to fill that. So, but even what we can learn today from her, and for business people in general, is being able to recognize issues and problems. Solving people's problems is what helps to create a successful business, right? So, yeah, my dog is going crazy. But that's live TV, right? That's live. But I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate you guys tapping in. Yesterday we had over 100 and something people on yesterday, and today I appreciate you guys for tapping in and saying what's up. This is day 38 of the Vault 500. If you don't really know, I'm trying to stream every day for the next 500 days, and we're up to day 38. And I give basic business insights from my experience as being a consultant, an AI consultant, and a teacher. And that's what we do. And then I also have a business feature of someone that has already taken it to that next level. Yesterday we talked about Sheila Johnson, who is one of the founders. She's the first black African American female billionaire in America, and she's the founder of BET. So I discuss different people that have already done it, billionaires, multimillionaires that have created companies, and then I also talk about myself, my companies, and what I've done in my personal experiences. So that's what the Vault 500 is all about. And I hope to build my own school, and I want the Vault 500 to be a class in my school where people can go back and they can look and see how I built the Vault 500 from day 1 to day 500, and they can look at all the different things that I talked about and the different companies, and see how everything relates with each other as far as people being able to recognize certain things and being able to fill those voids with certain businesses. So I definitely appreciate you guys for tapping in today. Again, we talked about a company in LA, a tamale company, who created an AI TV. Let's start over since it's live, right? One of the things we talked about today was this tamale restaurant in LA that created a social media ad using AI. And the ad went viral with over 22 million views, and it brought in business, and it only took the guy 10 minutes to make. So my point was, start an AI agency is what could be a hustle that someone could start. And you go around the small businesses and you create commercials, and you can charge, it's a small business, so I wouldn't charge that much, but you can kind of figure that out and think how much you would charge. So I thought that was a great idea for them to do that and for it to go viral, and it worked for them. It worked out. And we also talked about Kimberly Bryant. She's the founder of Black Girls Code. It's a STEM organization that helps young girls get into technology. So, and she's very successful. She helped over 90,000 young girls get into STEM, with some even pursuing college degrees in engineering. So, amazing woman, very successful, Kimberly Bryant, making big strides in STEM and technology. And she's also an engineer herself. All right, so thank you guys for tuning in to the Vault 500, day 38, Tech Tuesday. Again, once on Tech Tuesdays from now on, I'm probably going to focus a lot more on all the different types of AI technologies. They also have AI technologies is also changing medicine. So it's shortening the amount of time of health consulting. It's helping with writing referrals, and it's going to be $1 billion industry very soon. AI in the medical field. So I'm going to be talking more about that. Probably, maybe we could do it tomorrow. We'll see. And so Tech Tuesdays is going to be, I'm going to be talking about a lot more future technologies and how AI is affecting different industries. So I appreciate you guys for tapping in today. The Vault 500, Tech Tuesday, day 38. We moving closer to 500. Appreciate you guys. It's King. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, later.